हेलो। 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 Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we will start with the controllability and observability.
Okay, sir.
Whether the system is controllable or system is observable. But not presented. There is a lot of since morning there is a issue. Rather since yesterday. You can see this no screen.
Yes, sir.
System is controllable means whether the system can be controlled or not. So what is the definition of controllability? So in order to be able to do whatever we want with the given dynamic system under control info, the system must be controllable. So what do you mean by controllable means or I can control my vehicle or I can control the aeroplane or I can control the engine means what that whatever I want I should be able to get it, isn't it? I am my child is under my control means parent says
Yes, sir.
means whatever the parent will say, that child will obey. Right? So, when system is controllable means whatever we want to do with the system that we are able to do, and that is what we call as a controllability. So, how to identify whether the system is controllable or not? If the rank of the controllability matrix is equal to order, huh, then we say that system is controllable. Just a minute. So how will come to know that the system is controllable? Rank of the controllability matrix is equal to order. So I will tell you what is controllability matrix. Now, what is observability? Observability means what? What is going on inside the system, which is under observation. Hmm. So if the system is observable, then only we can see what is going on inside the system. So how do I know that system is observable? So for that observability matrix, the rank of the observability matrix should be equal to n. Now you should know what is controllability matrix and what is observability matrix. Is this clear so far, Raja?
Yes, sir.
Uh, so you should know what is controllability matrix and what is observability matrix. इसका जो weightage है that is around 5 to 6 marks. Weightage of this.
Yes, sir.
So if this is given, like say this is state space modeling map. You are all already familiar with this. x dot t is equal to into x of t plus q. This is equation 1, and y is equal to 102 x of t. This is equation 2. In state space modeling, we know this. So state variable equation is written like this: x dot of t is equal to a of x plus b of u, and y of t is equal to c of x plus d of u. Now, if we compare this equation 1, 2, 3, and 4, we compare. So if you compare this equation, then you will get a is equal to this, b is equal to this, and c is equal to this. Is this clear? Notice, Roger.
Sir, I can't see where you're pointing.
See, this is equation 1. This is equal. You can see, no, this cursor, square one.
No, sir.
Screen is not visible. This
Screen is visible. I cannot see the cursor.
connection is also there. Okay, can you see this equation 1?
Yes, sir.
1,
Yes, sir.
equation 2,
Yes, sir.
this 2, then 3 and 4. Hmm.
Yes, sir.
Now you compare 1, 2, 3, 4, and
Yes, sir.
that is, if you compare 1 and 3, A is equal to minus 1, 0, 0, 0.
Yes, sir.
Then B is equal to 1, 1, 0, column matrix, correct? And C is equal to 1, 0, 2, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good. So how to check whether the system is very small chapter, this is how to check whether the system is controllable or not. So this is a condition. This is what is called as the controllability matrix. This. So controllability matrix is written like this: B, that is this, A, that is this, into B, then A to the power n minus 1 into B, that should be equal to n. That should be equal to the order. This is a condition. If this is not satisfied, that means the system is not controllable. If this is satisfied, so system is controllable. So rank of controllability matrix U is equal to, now in this case, what is the order of n? It is 3 by 3 mod, 3 by 3. Hmm. So n is equal to 3. This n is equal to 3. That is the order. Hmm. So if as n is equal to 3, 3 minus 1 is nothing but the 2. As b into, this can be written as b into a into b into a square b, and you substitute 3, so 3 minus 1 is 2. Do you got this? You understood this, how this has come?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
No? Yeah, yeah, okay. Now we'll find out this a into b first. Now we are going to find out this rank of u. So first we'll find out ab. So ab is nothing but, we write this matrix a, write this matrix b. So a b, and you multiply this, and you know matrix multiplication. So this is 3 by 3, and this is, order of this is 3 by 1. So matrix multiplication is possible. So this, you'll get minus 1, minus 2, and 0. इसका multiplication करेंगे तो. Hmm? And similarly, we will also find out this a square b. A square b. So a square b is equal to, how to write a square b, can be written as a into ab. Correct? A square b is written as a into A into A is A square, and then you have B. Hmm. Okay, so that is equal to, now we have already found out. So A into AB. So A is this minus 1 0 0 0 minus 2, and AB we have already found out, that is nothing but minus 1 minus 2 0. Is this clear? This one, Roger?
Sir, have you changed the screen or is it the same page?
It is the same page.
Okay, okay.
Only I am just going up and down.
Okay, sir. No, because here nothing is I am moving or anything.
The page is now, this is stationary. See, now it is moving up and down. There may be
No,
some
sir.
lag. Huh?
No, sir. Not moving.
See now, I have come,
No, sir.
page is down.
No, sir. I can only see up to equation 4.
You cannot see.
No, sir.
Now this screen, can you see? This,
No,
I
sir.
have changed the screen. There is two parts in the screen. One is you are presenting to everyone, and another is Roger. I said.
No, sir. The same thing is there.
What I will do, I will. Uh, from your side, the connection is okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Have you lost the connection like that, something like that? ऐसा कुछ है?
No, sir. I'm using mobile data only.
What shall I do? What I will do, I will just say stop sharing and again I'll present it. Huh?
Okay, sir.
Okay. See now, this screen is divided into two parts. Can you see
Yes,
that
sir.
you are presenting to everyone? Can you this? Can
Yes,
you
sir. I
see
can
this
just.
screen
Yes, sir.
showing? So now, can you see the cursor? This and controllability check.
Yes, sir. Now
Can
it
na?
is moving. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So now, see now controllability check is rank of u is equal to this rank of u as rank of controllability matrix. Rank of controllability matrix is written like this: B A B a to the power n minus 1 into B. N is the order of A. So order of A is 3. So 3 minus 1, that is 2. So B into A B into A square B.
Yes, sir.
So AB, first we will find out this AB. So AB is nothing but matrix A into matrix B. So matrix A is this and matrix B is this. So this multiplication now we can find out, and multiplication is possible because this is 3 by 3 and this is 3 by 1. Now A square B. So A square B is nothing but, look at this. A square B can be written as A into AB. A into AB. So your matrix A is this and AB we have already found out, that is minus 1 minus 2 0. So that is this. So this multiplication is also possible and AB is nothing but 140. Is this clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So now rank of now this rank of u. See here, rank of u. How we'll write this rank of u? See, now look carefully. Now this is your opening bracket, square bracket. So B. So B is 110 column matrix. So 110. Okay. Then AB or this AB. AB is what? AB. Where is your AB? AB is this. That is minus 1, minus 2, 0. So you can look at this arrow. AB is this minus 1, minus 2, 0. Then A square B. A square B is this 140. Square B is 140. So that is this 140. So is this clear? How we have written this?
Yes, sir.
So this is what is called as the controllability matrix, and what we have said that rank of the controllability matrix should be equal to order, and for observability also rank of the observability matrix should be equal to n. So now you know how to write the controllability matrix. So controllability matrix is written like this. Okay, since n is 3, this comes out to be b into ab into a square b. Hmm? So this matrix we have got. Now we will check the rank of this matrix. We'll check the rank of this matrix. So you will do some applications. You know how to find out the rank, isn't it? That is nothing but the uh, you have to see how many rows you can make zero, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So here this only one row is zero. So rank is nothing but number of non-zero rows. If you remember, rank of the matrix is nothing but number of non-zero rows. So number of non-zero rows is two. So rank of this controllability matrix is equal to 2. That is not equal to n because value of n is 3. Value of n is 3. So this means system is not controllable because what is the condition? Rank of the controllability matrix should be equal to n. Now here the controllability matrix, the rank is controllability matrix ka rank is 2, which is not equal to 3 because this n is 3, so the system is not controllable. Then you have observability matrix, observability check. But we will see now whether the system can be observed or not. System is observable or not. So again, we prepare now observability matrix. So this is what is your observability matrix is. So observability matrix is written like column form. In the column form you have to write. So this was your row form, controllability matrix. Observability matrix you have to write in the column form. So CA, CA square, C A raised to n minus 1. Hmm. Now we already seen the C. Matrix C is nothing but 102. Matrix C is this 102. So C is equal to this 102. Okay, so we will write C is equal to 102. So first we'll find out C into A. Okay, so C is 102 and A is this. A we already know that is minus 1,0,0,0 minus 2,0,0,0 minus 3. So this is your C and this is your A. Right?
Yes, sir.
So we will multiply this. Now this multiplication is possible. This is 1 by 3, row 1. This order of this matrix is 1 by 3 and this is 3 by 3. So multiplication is possible. So this multiplication is minus 106. Alright.
Yes, sir. Yes.
CA. Value of CA is minus 106.
Yes,
Now
sir.
let us find out. So we know C 102. We know CA that is minus 106. Now let us find out CA square. Hmm. And we have to stop till CA square only because the value of n is 3. So this will become CA square. So CA square is equal to CA into C. CA into C. So CA is nothing but minus 106. This. And A is nothing but this minus 100. 0 minus 2, that is this is. The same we are writing here. So now find out CA square. So CA square is equal to 108. Now you have to write this. Now you see carefully. Hmm. So C is 102. So this is 102. CA is minus 106. So that is this minus 106. And CA square is 1018. That is this 1018. So you understood how this observability matrix is written.
Sir, I
Is this
cannot see
clear?
the screen again.
Again, you cannot see. I don't know what is the problem. Okay, again stop and is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So observability matrix, is it clear now? This CA square. So C is this 102, CA is this minus 106, and CA square is 1018. So is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Now again we will try to do matrix row operations or column operation, and we will try to get non-zero number of non-zero rows in order to find out the rank. Suppose if you want to find out the rank, we have to find out the number of non-zero rows.
Yes, sir.
So we will have to do some row operations and column operations. Row operations and column operations. Another way of checking the rank is you find out the determinant of this matrix whose rank is to be found out. So determinant of this V, this is matrix V. Observability matrix we are writing as V, and controllability matrix we are writing as U.
Yes, sir.
So determinant, like you find out the determinant 1 into this is 0 minus 0 minus 0 into minus 18 plus 6, then plus 2 into this is 0 minus 0. So this answer is going to be 0, 0 determinant of V. So determinant of matrix V is 0. It means, if you remember the formula, that means rank, if the determinant is 0, always it is, see, before you do any know, row operations, always perform these operations. Determinant of matrix V is 0. So rank of matrix V will be less than the order. Hmm? So you don't have to do any row manipulation or column manipulation. So first always find out this. यहाँ पे क्या हो गया था, directly you had got this, isn't it? Hmm? So you can straight away say that the rank of the matrix V must be less than the order. That is n is equal that is order is 3. Hmm? Now what is our condition? That if the rank of the matrix V is equal to order, then system is observable. Now here it is not. So we say system is not observable. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hello.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt? Any doubt here? So this is for 4 to 6 marks. If if it is asked that check the system for controllability and observability, then it will be for the 6 mark. If it is asked only check for observability or only check for controllability, then it will be for 4 marks. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so I'll close this. How will go for I'll stability? I think we have done this. That is how to check whether the system is stable or not. Uh, and there are two things. One is your transient response, and another is your steady state response. So every system has to go through transient response before going for steady state response. So this is now see, this is transient, and then this is what is your steady state. And if this is my input, this is the error. Okay, so I am fine with this as long as the error remains same. I can say that system is steady with so and so error. No problem. Hmm. For a control engineer, no problem. Hmm. But the most important is that your system should be steady. Hmm. Whatever error that should remain constant. Hmm. Here also same like now system that it is initially it is unstable, so it is going to the transient response, and then it has achieved a state of steady state. Hmm. Achieved a state of steady state. So this is what the error is. Hmm. This also we have seen that if it is unit impulse and if it is step input, what is the Laplace? If it is ramp input, what is the Laplace? Hmm. If it is parabolic, then what is the Laplace? Uh, Correct, no? This ramp input, step input that we have seen, sinusoidal input. Then this also I have shown you. That is uh, why I am telling you because now we are going for the root locus. So that's why I thought I will revise. Like suppose if the roots are now here, the roots are real, negative, and real, positive. Hmm. So if you get the root like this, so what will be the system? Hmm. So it will output will decrease in time or the error will decrease in time and it will achieve a state of stability. Now here it is. What this graph means that it is unstable. Hmm. It is unstable. The error is going on increasing. Here again it is decaying. So it will become stable after some time. Here again it is increasing in time. So this system is unstable and this is very the error is same remaining same. So the system is stable with some margin. So this is your marginally stable. And when do you get marginally stable? If the roots lies on the imaginary axis, then we say it is marginally stable. In analog computer system also I have briefed you and various methods, classical solution, Laplace transfer, analog. Analog computer method is not there in your syllabus, so that's why it was not taken. But I just briefed you what is that is on the computer you can simulate the system. Uh,
Yes, sir.
like if you use a MATLAB, most of the software they have uh, provision for simulating the system, and you can check. You can even plot root locus. You can plot Bode plot. You can plot Nyquist plot, Poral plot, all everything you can plot on the computer. So we know what is polar plot and we know what is magnitude plot. We also see this polar and Nyquist plot. And for the system to be stable, that -1, 0 should be inside. Isn't it? That also you are written in the answer also. Pin is visible, no?
Yes, sir, I can see.
So root locus is another technique. Root locus is another technique. So instead of solving the entire characteristic equation, hmm, just from the nature of root, just from the roots, you can you can conclude whether the system is stable or not, just from the nature of root, and that is why it is called as the root locus. So this is what is called as the locus of the root. You know what they mean by locus. Locus is nothing but a curve. Locus is
Yes, sir.
nothing but a curve or a graph. The skin is visible, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now here see, uh, this is a locus of root. Locus is nothing but a curve. Like suppose this is a locus. Okay. For a circle, circle also is a locus of a point. Circle is nothing but it is a locus of a point which is moving as per x square plus y square is equal to r square, or uh, uh, y is equal to mx plus c. So it is nothing but a locus of a point which is moving along a straight line. So similarly, this is a locus of the root. That is how the roots are changing for a particular mathematical model. How the roots are changing. So that is what is
Yes, sir.
given by the root locus. Uh, like here now, here the root is imaginary plus positive imaginary. Here the root is negative imaginary. Here the root is negative real. Here the at this particular point the root is positive real. Here the root is complex. Here the root is complex, not real. Real is only on this real axis. I made a mistake. Real is only along the real axis. Imaginary means only along y axis, and anywhere in between, like here, it will be complex, positive complex. Here it will be negative complex because it has a real part as well as it has a imaginary part also. Hmm.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So it is. I will just read out for you quickly. The frequency response approach I explained earlier gave a method of analysis which is readily applied and which circumvents the necessity of making full solution of a system equation in order to understand the dynamic nature of the system. Matlab, what we learned earlier, that is Nyquist plot and polar plot, there you saw at minus 1 comma 0, that point, we just check that point. Huh? So that you are not solving the completely mathematical model. The root locus approach, so that was one method to see whether the system is stable or not. Most simple. So there is one more method that is or plot is also another method. Root locus also help us to identify the dynamic nature of the system. Dynamic nature of the system is whether the system is stable, unstable, marginally stable. Like that. Hmm. The So frequency response approach, that is nothing but the Nyquist and Bode plot. So it utilizes this root locus and Bode plot. That is basically for the steady state response. So Bode plot is for the steady state, root locus is for the transient part. See, frequency response approach, that is Nyquist and Bode plot. Nyquist plot what we just saw and what you are written in your answer paper, and Bode plot which we are not seeing. So that
Yes, sir.
gives you steady state response. Root locus gives you transient response. This is what you have to remember. And earlier in the beginning also introduction me I had told various techniques. So in that also I had mentioned. So root locus is useful for examining the stability and can be useful to state limit on the system content. Limit and the system mean you can you can clearly as a control engineer you can clearly say that up to this value of root the system will be stable up to this. Beyond this the system will be unstable. If the value see like suppose here if the value of k is nothing but a root. If the value of k is 100 then system will be marginally stable. If the value of k, that is stability constant, if the value of k exceeds 100, huh, then the system is unstable. If the value of k is less than 100, then system is stable. So that is what the meaning of this is. That is essentially it is a graphic procedure which provides the locus of each root hmm, as you vary roots from 0 to infinity. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
So what is the use of root locus that you can check the stability of the system.
Hello.
Yeah, you can see na screen.
Yes, sir.
You can check the stability of the system. You can see the uh, effect of various system component on the stability, mm, and you can decide upon the value of k. So, like now, let us take this given to d plus 2 and this where k is a of course will take some time. Whatever will also take some time. uh, The weightage is for the root locus again 12 to 14 marks and for a plot also 12 to 14 marks depending upon how complex it is. So this 12 to 4. So in a 20 marks question you will have one question part A as root locus and part B will be like your controllability observability 6 marks. Nyquist plot, Ruth criteria like that it will be club. Like say question number 5 part A root locus say 14 marks then Ruth 6. Question number 6, part A, Bode plot, 14 marks, and then 6, question number 6B for mark 6, it will be something like uh, controllability and observability.
Yes, sir.
So, so this is what is your characteristic equation is d square plus 4k plus b plus 2k. Hmm. Now here, this is a quadratic equation. Okay, this is a quadratic equation, and mm, so that means you will get two roots. So one root is d1 and another root is d2. Now this is k is a stability constant. Now you go on changing the value of k
Yes, sir.
So if you take d common, so d into d plus d is equal to minus 4. This is what you will get the answer, and and so on. Now if you take a as infinity, then you will get this value of d1 is minus 2. Now before we go for this, we will see what is pole and what is 0. What is pole and what is 0. If you remember earlier also I had told. Now do you remember pole k 0 k? Like suppose here if I put the value of this as say minus 2 here, so I am going to get answer as 0. So that is called as the finite 0. Minus 2, the minus 0. Okay. So this minus 2 is called as the finite 0. Now if I substitute, now how to find out the pole? How to find out the pole? Now you substitute here, you substitute 0. So what answer you are going to get if you substitute 0, and if you substitute minus 4, what answer you are going to get?
So instead of k, now
Uh,
to substitute 0, you will get d square plus 4d plus
or I
2.
will give another example. I will give another example, and then we will come back.
Yes, sir.
Like here. Now forget about that k. Hmm? Now this is a expression. Now you remember, poles. Like here now, suppose if I substitute the value of d as 3. If I substitute this is a transfer function. If I substitute the value of d as minus 1 by 3, then
Yes, sir.
what answer I will get? Minus 1 by 3. So 3 into minus 1 by 3. So that will be
That
minus
will be
1
0.
plus 1. This is 0, isn't it? So now this will be infinite. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, you will substitute minus 1 here, d. Don't concentrate on k. So this will be again 0, denominator. So you are going to get infinity. Okay. Now I will give you some more example. Now there are no finite 0 because in the numerator there is no value of d. Let me rotate this because this has come ulta. Rotate like clockwise. Yeah. So this is the first example which we discussed now. Now let us, now this k into 1 plus, this is a transfer function. This we have factorized. इसका फैक्टर्स किया, so you get this, and थोड़ा simplified. So this has been simplified to this. Okay. Now how to find out? Now suppose if I substitute the value of d as minus half here, so minus half plus half 0, isn't it? If there is a d in the numerator, you will get finite 0. If there is no d in the numerator, you will not get any finite 0. Finite 0 will be nil. Okay, so this is d is equal to minus half. So minus half plus half is 0. So this whole expression will become 0. Now come to the denominator. Now when the denominator will be 0, like suppose if I substitute the value of d here as minus 3 minus 4j, that is this, then this is going to become 0,
Yes, sir.
correct? Uh, so that means this is what is your pole is. Similarly, if you substitute now here the value of d as minus 3 plus 4j, as minus 3 plus 4j plus 4j, that means this is going to become 0. So this will become infinite. So the pole means what? Pole means it will make the expression transfer function infinite, or it will make denominator 0. And finite 0 means what? It will make the expression 0, transfer function 0. Hmm. So pole is nothing but expression will be infinity, and finite 0 is nothing but expression will be 0. Hmm. So this is what you have to remember. So here again same thing. Hmm. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So ठीक है. Now look at this. Now what will be finite 0? If we substitute d is equal to minus 2, then this is going to become 0. So you have one finite 0, that is minus 2. Hmm. Now this denominator. Hmm. Now forget about k. So if I substitute now minus 4, if I substitute now minus 4, the value of d as minus 4. Hmm. So d square, forget now k is 0. So d square will be minus 4 ka square 16. And here d is minus 4. So 4 into minus 4. So minus 16. So 16 minus 16, 0. Okay. Assume k is not there. So, and if you substitute 0, so this is 0. Okay. And this is also 0. So that means you have poles as 0 and minus 4, and finite 0 as minus 2. Okay. And what do you mean by infinite 0? Infinite 0 means the expression is going to be infinity. The expression is going to be infinity. So you have here now two poles and you have one zero. So poles are represented by cross ऐसा, and zeros are represented by filled circle. इतना याद
Sir,
रखो,
I
ठीक
cannot
है.
see the screen, sir.
Again हाँ, so connection is lost, ठीक है. But you know no zero and pole, what it is zero
Yes,
and
sir, I
pole.
understood. Yes,
Okay, so we'll continue tomorrow, tomorrow morning, ठीक है, around 9 o'clock. Is that okay?
yes, sir.
हाँ ठीक है. चलो, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Much welcome.